User-centered. We need to be careful with a now popular notion that the value of information is directly related to the amount that users will pay for it, since most of our users pay only indirectly for collections and services in an information institution. Benchmarking. The ongoing activity of comparing one's own process, product, or service against the best known similar activity, so that the challenging but attainable goals can be set and a realistic course of action implemented to efficiently become and remain the best of the best in a reasonable time. Benchmarking is the process of modeling excellence. An organization with an excellent program or activity is studied to determine the attributes of that excellence. Procedures are then copied in the hope that similar results will follow. One may use benchmarks established by other units in the same organizations, by peers or competitors, by a group, say an industry for example, or by the best regardless of group. Benchmarking is common in IT units, but is rarely encountered in libraries and makes only a modest appearance in the library literature. The focus is on identifying the best performers for a particular activity, capturing that performance, using it to create a benchmark, and then comparing local performance to that benchmark. For example, if we knew which academic research library did the best job of selecting periodicals, we could compare our performance with theirs. After all, you simply can't know how well your company is doing unless you have something to compare it with. When the two performances are nearly equal, we would claim excellence. It seems likely that peer-centered measures would focus more on the efficiency than effectiveness, but both should be possible. Benchmarks are supposed to be linked to customer satisfaction. This method should also use measures effectively. Typical collection development objectives. Completeness is the process of developing a comprehensive collection. This has been a major goal of research collections until recently, when it became clear that such collections were unattainable. Completeness may be measured via the use of a comprehensive collection or the holdings of a comprehensive collection. Quality is the attribute associated with selecting only the very best items from among those that are available. These are likely items that have significant impact on research and scholarship. Quality is often measured by the comparing holdings against a best list. Customers' view on quality may also be used. Impact is the degree to which the collection helps the institution be more successful. Availability is the degree to which desired items are available when requested. Availability of hard copy items is often a function of a number of duplicate copies, or ensuring that items may be used only within the building. Availability may be measured through the interaction with others or testing using lists of popular or well-regarded items. Document exposure is the amount of time that users spend reading, viewing, or listening to items in the collection. Often this is a function of popularity or visibility. In school or college, document exposure may be a function of teacher coercion. Value is the cost of an item divided by the number of uses. This can be a misleading statistics, since an item may be of considerable value to one user while retaining a high cost per use, the turnover or degree to which an item leaves the shelf are often used as part of defining value. Collection development and management. There are a large number of activities associated with developing and managing collections, from scanning review sources and interviewing users to binding periodicals and backing up digital files. Each of these activities might be measured. Traditionally, however, the focus has been on the number of items added to the collection and the size of the collection. Sometimes collection size is related to subjects, dates issued, formats, or audience. Formulas may be used to indicate how large a certain academic library collection should be based on such variables as number of minors, majors, MS students, PhD students, faculty, and the mean price of a new item. Since volumes added or total collection size is relatively easy to count, it is easy to compare collections and identify the best one. The number of items added to a collection or part of a collection is a notable activity. A collection which does not grow is soon obsolete, especially in the sciences, technologies, and most of the social sciences. Additions to the collection related to the number of eligible items that must be added as a telling measure of the degree to which a collection is being kept up to date. So, checking listings. Checking listings is comparing the contents of a best list to what is held in the collection. Lists may be selective or comprehensive and may come from a wide variety of sources. Lists may stand alone or may be assembled in chunks of here and there. Here are some examples of types of lists. Standard bibliographies, list of items indexed or abstract, list of items recently issued or recently acquired by a peer collection, list of references in scholarly works. Some check listings is clearly a collection measure. For example, checking a listing or best listing or comprehensive listing is a collection-centered activity. Such a check answers questions about the collection goodness and the collection completeness. List checking is relatively easy to do. Items not held, gaps, may be checked for order. It's also relatively easy to compare holdings between institutions. While lists are readily available for some topics, they are difficult to find or create for others. Note that to be valid, a list must be locally appropriate, reasonably current, and reasonably comprehensive.